A little short video, hopefully. Um, I ended up using 4mm, and for these three bigger holes, I used my impact with a 1/4 inch extension, and I stuck in a T25 with a star, just like that. And I was able to get down in the holes and get those broke free. And then there's just these 4 bolts right in here. They're broken free. Okay. I would say break these free, all these free first before you start doing these. You can do them all at once, but I'm just saying in order to take them out. But for that one, I stuck in the 4mm. It fits down inside that hole to this one. So that is broken free. Now it's out. With the impact, there was no muscle about it. It took them right out. But if you're doing it by hand, yeah, you're probably gonna struggle because they're in there. Okay, I think that's all the head bolts. 1, 2, 3. I need one more right down in there. We're gonna see how scored this cylinder is, just how bad it really got. Get out of there. Come on. Alright. Just pull it up. Alright. And just pull straight up. And there's your tiny little piston, which looks, yeah, I can feel it. This will need a new piston. Not so bad on this side. Definitely on this side, it's I can feel the wavies. Rings look okay. The top of the piston's a little dirty. Okay, now let's see if we can get a better look at the walls. Oh, there goes the other screw. Yeah, those are just T25 screws. I don't know. I think it was just the piston or the walls. Let me use the top of that. It's pretty dirty. Let's see. Let's do the finger test. Seems pretty smooth. So maybe it's just a scored piston. Oh, right up there. Right up here on the top part, I can feel it. Yep. Right up into there. I don't know, it's just not doing very good with the camera. But you can see some of those lines. So I think a new piston and rehome the cylinder, we can put this back together and use it. If something were to happen to the new engine down the road, we'll have a second one on hand. We can get a look at crankshaft. And the rod and bearings. If your keyway is not broken off, I suggest keeping it so you don't lose it, because you're going to need it to put the stator on. And the stator is basically this magnetic thing. I can still reuse it even though I've got some broken pieces on the fans. I think it'll be fine. There's still a good amount of fans on here, so we're good. Got stuff stuck to it, but the stator has the magnets which hook up to the coil. There's a magnet in here and it hooks up right there. Upon starting, it'll engage. To send power, to get electricity up to the plug, thus firing your spark plug, giving you, some boom. Only inside the cylinder. It's just a tiny little explosion that happens. So you got air intake, fuel, all that gets compressed, and then the spark happens, and then boom, you get that explosion giving you power. Not much to these small engines. Everything's just smaller. If you're used to working on cars or something, and you go down to this and you're like, dang, everything's so tiny. Well, yeah, these small engines don't need to be very big. So who knows, a lot of these small engines are they're sometimes not lasting as long, so they're getting burned up real quick. Okay, now that those are out, I think maybe this should slide right out somehow. Definitely some carbon buildup. Well, should just come right off. The head gasket, yeah. She's pretty much stuck on there. It's gonna have to come off anyway. Otherwise, of course, you know, you gotta change out head gaskets when you take the head off, and if you're doing a new piston, you gotta get new rings and the clips and everything. I just want to take a look at the crankshaft journal. Make sure the bearings aren't scored. All looks pretty lubricated. Maybe it's seized together. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Oh yeah, that piston is done for, especially on the exhaust side. So I think it would get so hot that it would start burning up. And there's score marks on the exhaust side and in the head too. Not so much the intake, but the exhaust. Well, if I knew how to get this other half off, I don't want to damage it. I don't know, maybe I'm just a wuss. But there's a little clip of what you can expect to find in a small engine. I could take this half off and then try to get this shaft out. Of course, it's made to fit because of that and that, so you don't have any kind of excessive play. But going side to side, there's quite a bit. So that's a little short little video on what you can see, what I see. So alright, until next time. Well, it was off camera. It always happens, not just to me, or it just anybody. The engine came apart. nice and easy. I was just a wuss about it. So here's the crankshaft. There's no binding. It's all nice and smooth. The journals are pretty clean. So rings were brittle, so I kind of broke them. But the bearings are pretty good. Gaskets, of course, the gasket. So it's not bad. I just thought I would do something real quick and show you that it came apart just fine. Nothing's too damaged, but I think I can put a different piston on, get this cleaned up, and I'll have a spare engine. So that's all.